Hey everybody, it's Captain Kyle and I have these two third-party Transformers to review for you today. And if you take a look, it is quite obvious that it is a version of Prowl and Smokescreen from TT Hongli. It's HF01 and HF02, the Apocalypse Battle Armor. And that seems to be their names, HF01 and HF02. But we know them as Prowl and Smokescreen. I'm gonna break these babies out of their plastic prison. We're gonna see how cool they are and see if they're good for your collection. Be right back. See, I told you we'd be right back. That wasn't very long. Branding. So, interesting box. It shows all the weapons and the figures in here. Yes, I am anxious to get this out. You can see the back artwork, kind of like interesting stylized versions of the guys inside. The sides, well, this has a label on it, so it doesn't really show you the car modes very well on there, but it's a box, which we open and somewhat destroy. So let's see what we have in the box. We have a cityscape. This was behind the bots and made it look like they were standing in, no, it didn't really make them look like they were standing in a city, but it's a cityscape. We'll put it back in here for now. Someone drew it. It has instructions, and honestly, HF01, HF02, do you really need instructions for each of them? Because they look like the same mold. Here they are in all their glory. Ooh, tape, which comes off easily enough so I don't need to slice it and dice it. So you can go away and not threaten me. So there they are. Let's take them out. Now they're definitely interesting designs, interesting interpretations of the characters. And without referring to the instructions, I think I can figure out where these things go. Maybe. Though it would seem that my box, I got more shoulder cannons and I did not get a gun for Smokescreen. So that's a little annoying. But there they are in robot mode. I might have to see if I can find a similar gun or see if I can make do with an extra shoulder cannon. But it comes with all these accessories and it looks like they plug in somewhere. So there is stand-up Prowl, Jesus. They look almost like anime versions of these Transformer characters. They also come with these little mounts in the back. I think that is for vehicle mode. And what's interesting with our dear friend Smokescreen is his guns seem to have a swivel, so you have to pull them out in order to pop them into his shoulder mounts. And apparently they're a little stubborn. Now, since he did not come with a normal gun, I'm gonna see if this shoulder mount can go in his hand at all, because that would be nice. So he has something in the meantime. Nope. So due to quality control issues, I need to find a gun for Smokescreen. 'Tis a shame. Still, they are both cool looking figures. I don't even remember what I paid. I'll have to look them up in a little bit. Definitely reminiscent, and like I said, it looks kind of like an anime style of, I mean, not that Transformers isn't kind of anime anyway, but with the wings going back and the way the doors can angle, yeah, looks a little bit more of the Japanese anime style than the normal ones, but let's check them out. Let's see. Prowl here, of course, are both going to have the same type of articulation. The arms are a little more G1-like because you can't really move them that much outside of that range of forward and back. You can tip them a little bit by tipping the wings, and they do have elbow joints, so they can be like, yeah, I'm going to shoot you over here. And the legs, you can definitely move them forward, but the hip kind of keeps it from really being able to kick. You can go towards the outside. I don't think these guys can do a full Jean-Claude Van Damme. Little too stiff for that. The heads can apparently turn, so you can look in different directions. So that's kind of nice. It looks like he has abs. What does a robot need abs for? Look at that. He's got like a 4-pack. Pretty sexy, actually. His guns, unlike the G1s, are able to elevate and change their inclination and fire up. Yeah, I think he probably did in the cartoon, but yeah, definitely a cool version of the toy. The feet can move a little bit. I'm very carefully seeing if he moves at the waist, but he does not appear to move at the waist. And of course, our dear friend Smokescreen over here, who is like, I don't got a gun! Dang it! It's been so long since I've gotten these, I don't know that the seller is gonna be like, oh, well, let me send you a new gun, eh? So I'll just have to find something. Ah, this popped off. I do have to say that Smokescreen's shoulder cannon things don't seem quite as nice as Prowl's. You know, he's got better equipment. That didn't sound right. I'm sorry, Smokescreen. But there he is. Again, similar limitations and abilities with the Poseability. Can I have your gun? Fuck no. All right, so, and you can see on the back, they are not very, you know, kibbly. They actually look pretty cool from the back as well. And yeah, definitely neat third-party versions of these characters. Ah, get your head up. What are you, moping? I mean, one thing that's kind of meh is they have a good gap between their face and on their chest plate. So I don't think there's not nearly that gap on like the Prowls and the Smokescreens and the Blue Streaks that are currently out there. But I mean, it could be worse. It's not that much of a detraction from the overall aesthetic. Yes, I can use big words. All right, so we've checked out their robot modes. We've lamented the loss of the gun. So if anyone has gotten these and maybe is missing one of these, and has an extra gun, I will gladly trade you. Just let me know in the comments and I will reach out. Okay, so I just went to take off the shoulder cannon and it popped right off, but pops right back on, so that's not too bad. I've seen worse. That is one thing about new toys, even the third-party ones have a tendency to be, if they pop apart, you can usually put it back together, depending on where you pop them apart. Oh, give me that gun. You don't need that. You're going to transform. I said, going to transform. Transform! Transform? Oh, you're not like the... All right, I'll have to do it myself. For scale purposes, this is the buzzworthy Bumblebee Silver Streak. Why the fuck did they call him Silver Streak when he's blue? Next to our new Smokescreen. So he's slightly taller, but they're comparable. So there they are in vehicle mode. They roll actually better than a lot of the other Transformer cars that I've actually gotten from Hasbro. So good freewheeling. Very nice from all angles. Here's a Blue Streak from Walgreens. And you can see the scaling. They are very similar. Definitely fit in. And yeah, for an official Hasbro toy, this does not wheel as easily. That wasn't too bad. And they're off. Yeah, left them in the dust. So very cool vehicles. Now you can take the weapons, apparently, and attach them in vehicle mode. So for Prowl, it's got these two honkin' missiles on the side. He's got this little bracket here that clips onto his spoiler, and you can actually put the gun there. Woohoo! Smokescreen also has a clip that goes onto his spoiler. He just lacks the gun to go in it. He also seems to lack the holes on the side that these are supposed to plug into, unless I'm missing something here. So it looks like poor Smokescreen is shit out of luck. If you happen to have these guys and have figured out how to attach this in vehicle mode, I mean, I suppose I could. No, that doesn't work too well. Yeah, no way to attach in vehicle mode, but in honesty, he is a cool looking race car. I would not want him to be sporting all these weapons. Even this is kind of too much. I mean, sports car, race car, same type of thing. So I have to look up and see how much these guys were. So these guys go for about 26, 27 bucks plus not too much in shipping. So like 30-ish for the set of two of them. And hopefully you would get the right weapon. But overall, despite the flaws and the fact that these guns can't go on poor Smokescreen in robot mode, but then again, he's a racer and a gambler, not really a fighter. And he, you know, farts. I mean, he put smoke out in front of the Decepticons, so he doesn't really need the weapons. I think they're still pretty cool. They're pretty neat. Definitely recommend them. Not bad for the price. And if you're just looking for your own Transformers Multiverse of Madness, these could be like from another universe. So again, cool. But let me know what you think, especially with this like really wacky prowl mode that just looks like I would not want to be pulled over by that cop. So let me know what you think in the comments. And while you're debating about getting these guys, of course, there's more videos over here as usual. There's also a subscribe button right down there. If you really want to support this channel, you can give us a super thanks. That would be much appreciated. And of course, like the video, send it to some friends, the normal stuff. We'll see you next time. As always, have fun and good hunting.